How goes? Welcome to the video. It's me, the king of the swing thing, and you all want to see my ding-a-ling, and I'm back with a new video. So rejoice. There has been a significant amount of time that's passed since the last time I've done one of these videos, and that's with good reason. I wanted to find the best time and opportunity to, create another one of these clusterfucks of a video. And what better of a time than while I'm out of work for the foreseeable future because of coronavirus. So I gotta do something. I gotta keep myself occupied or I will fucking go crazy in here. While I've sat here, I've thought, what's better than commercials, right? What's better than me sitting through dozens upon dozens upon dozens of weird, sometimes funny, and cringeworthy commercials from the 60s beyond when I can sit right here and watch an hour and a half of a 2-star film based around pandemics and zoo animals. Now, I've watched my fair share of commentary videos, if you can't tell, and I know I have to make a drastic change in the video format to jump from commercials to a film. So, we're going to be doing this in timed sections based off of segments of the film, and my script will be right here next to me at all times, so if you see me peeking over, fuck you. I didn't have time to learn every single thing I wrote and every single revision in the time span that I was given, so fuck you. Batman, I'm a Batman. So each segment is going to be 10 to 30 minute segments, basically going through the premise of what happened and how everything is formed in my little mind based off of how I watched it. So in order to not give Justin a 30-hour rendering time, let's jump straight into the film that should have won Best Film in 2017, Zoombies. Originally, I wanted to do medication commercials and highlight how the side effects of them are more serious than the reasons why we even consider taking the medication in the first place. There are way too many times where the medication causes the initial reason why you would take it, or even result in death. But goddamn were those commercials fucking boring. So I decided to do a quick Google search about films about pandemics, and I stumbled across Zoombies. When I read the description of this film on IMDb, I'll be honest, I felt as though I was going to get some like D-class movie bliss, like The Room or Birds or anything like that. But that was far from the reaction that I got watching this film. Not once, but twice. We open the film with one of our main protagonists, Ellen, welcoming us into her grandfather's exotic Christian bestiality sanctuary. And 14 seconds in, I already need a smoke break. According to Ellen here in this opening, the Garden of Eden is nothing more than a myth, while her grandfather's park is nothing more than reality. Which, a good thing I'm not religious, because I would take some serious kind of offense to that statement. But good thing I'm not. So I don't know why it's in the script. Let's continue. We get our first understanding of what makes this park better or different than any other park that already is established in the world. From the fact that they use a phone app to help you track the different locations of the animals that roam free within the park, which everyone seems to forget exists within the course of the film, or the fact that they have a water park. Which, why does a zoo full of endangered animals need a summer fun vacation spot? If I didn't know any better, I would say that this whole virus situation starts when a gorilla decides to take a very excited visitor of the camp and take a little skinny dip adventure. Skinny dip adventure. You can take separate takes of a thing. That's how some people think AIDS was created. Excuse me. Separate takes. Some would say that's how AIDS were created. People fucking monkeys. I mean, if you believe in evolution, it's not as weird as you think. Because, it's not only a mystery. But one way or another, we're all fucking monkeys. We move on to a clinic scene where we meet some more potential protagonists. In this scene, we have Porn Guy. Someone ordered a pizza. Porn Guy, as you can see. Bootleg Winona Ryder, and Austin, the guy from the dispensary that I go to. Some of the zoo's monkeys have contracted an unknown disease, much like they do. See the AIDS joke from earlier. That's how some people think the AIDS was created. Excuse me. Ding, I was setting up a joke. And are taken to a clinic where the veterinarians use a forbidden serum to save the life of a monkey that suffered cardiac arrest. Which is understandable, you know, you have endangered species that rely on you to stay healthy and stay alive and to repopulate and, you know, not be endangered. But you can't lie to me and say that that monkey died from cardiac arrest when it clearly died from the gaming input of some Xbox developer. The forbidden serum, however, kicks off the main plot of the film as the hyperexposed monkey leaps back to its adorably horrifying pixel feet and scares the wolves right out of the veterinarians. Sandy, that's the monkey name, and the rest of her half-dead simian friends beat the living shit out of Porn Guy and ripped the eyeballs straight out of the sockets of Bootleg Winona Ryder before we skip straight to our title card. Had enough already? Had enough yet? We're just getting started. We join the main victims of this casting in a tiny bus, getting a tour of Eden with Ellen. The main group of characters are interns at Eden, basic movie stereotypes from... let's look at my notes. Stuck-up spoiled brat, Porn Guy Jr., nerdy I-know-it-all guy, and even, it says right here, a Liu Kang, who I'm pretty sure does not speak a single word this entire film. It's almost like they didn't want Asians speaking about a virus. We're even introduced to Ellen's daughter, who I hoped at some point would be trampled. Now, don't look at me like that. You and I both know this type of movie, that would be the highlight of the film. And seeing as though I watched it twice, I know it would be. Ellen proceeds to drop off the interns at their intended locations, even is going far as menacingly informing us as to why they exactly need these interns to begin with. Something that is not followed up in the rest of this film. Am I digging too deep into this 2-star film? Or did the writers drop a plot point that they started building and decided not to take it out of the script entirely? You tell me. I'm overthinking. It's me. I'm overthinking. To be honest with you, there's a lot of menacing lines of dialogue in this film. So I'm constantly fighting with who I believe is the main villain of Zoombies to begin with. So far it's jumped from Ellen to the lady from the aviary, what was her line? It was I
just may feed you to them if you don't calm down.
Ricky gonna get fed to some birds, ain't he? Ricky's gonna get fed to some birds, probably. At this point, after the first 12 minutes of the film, we start to learn the main characters, fucking names. So you're telling me, I've been sitting here for 12 minutes. Yeah, normally that's a short period of time in a film. But we've had so much exposition into this film. And we've had all this build so far in 12 minutes that you didn't even tell me the names of the characters yet. But here we are with Gage and Amber, who are apparently the most important because their names were the first 2 names that I can think of, because I'm pretty sure Ricky's was on a name tag. These are the first 2 names of the main characters that they decided to actually audibly say to us. Get it together. I've had enough already. Amber, by far, is one of my least favorite characters of this entire fucking film. We're filled in on her participation with the program, as she's currently on probation for getting into it with the wrong police officer in the wrong bar. Whatever that may mean. We also learn that Amber's grandmother is one of the highest ranked patrons of Eden. So at this point, that means I've now learned way too much about a character I absolutely hate without even learning the names of many other characters that are supposed to be important in this film. There's even one character whose name I don't think I ever learned, which was Ellen's daughter. That's a problem. You guys remember, well, I mean, of course you do, because majority of you voted for him instead of voting for someone against 45. But you guys remember Harambe, right? Here's something that may tickle your guys' pickle. This film has its own telekinetic, kinda, version of Harambe, and he's friends with Ellen's daughter, whose name is the name that I realized I did not learn. Good work, film. Given the relationship development between Child and Gorilla here, all I can hope for is that the gorilla either saves her life by the end of this film, or completely rips her in fucking half. Because, you know, I would just want my money back otherwise, because I totally paid to watch this on YouTube rather than downloading a torrent. All jokes aside, the little girl likely isn't going to die. But Kifo probably will, and it's going to be sad. We learned that Porn Guy Jr. name is AJ because that's going to be apparently important in the future, that I kept it in the script, and we move on to the final stop before the movie actually begins. After giving us several framing shots of things that we're totally not supposed to remember for later, we meet our bumbling security crew helmed by Rex, the stereotypical hot light-skinned guy that every horror movie they need. My understanding from this scene is that Rex was playing Bam Bam in the Ham with old Ellen. That has no importance to the plot whatsoever. I just wanted y'all to know what was going on in my little nasty mind. At this point, I thought we've met all of our key characters and we'd be continue on with this whole, reason why we're here in the first place. But the writers at this point in the film decide they want to throw in one last character before we get to the rest of the plot. Why? Look at it like this. It's 2016. You're filming a movie that you know for sure is going to be a banger. An absolute banger. But you need that little extra star power to really, get you going. Get that fire underneath you. Make sure people come to see your movie. Again, it's 2016. Everyone is sitting there waiting for the follow-up to Guardians of the Galaxy. You're watching the film and you see Zoe Saldana. You think Zoe Saldana should play your underdog hero in your film. However, you quickly realize there is no way in fucking hell you're going to get Zoe Saldana to be in your film. So you get weird lookalike Ion Butler. Eon. This film tried so hard with their lookalikes that they not only got a fake Winona Ryder, but they got a fake, she is fake because she's not real, a fake Zoe Saldana. For shame. For fucking shame. We learned that Natzo was a junior high school security officer, and her experience that she endured turned her away from wanting children. This is fine. If one decides to not become a parent, that's totally understandable, and up to that individual. However, Nozo states she quit and doesn't want kids, not because of the kids, but because of the parents. So, now she's here securing animals from people, as Hot Rex would say. But, man, going from one location that, has families consisting of children and parents. Does this not seem counterproductive to anybody else? Am I just overthinking that? I hope somebody agrees with me. Somebody needs to agree with me. Flash forward to the next scene where we see the gang investigating the alarm coming from the clinic we've seen earlier. The mystery gang serendipitously steps into arguably the most shocking scene in this entire film, in my opinion. Ignoring the, no, don't come in here, there's obviously death in here vibes that Austin, the guy from the dispensary I go to, was giving, they break their way into the clinic in hopes of saving him. After noticing Johnny Hawaii, no, seriously, that's half correct, is dead, they bring Austin to his feet to hear very, very disturbing sound. And I shit you not, in pretty good holy shit fashion, a goddamn monkey aliens its way through Austin, the guy that I go to the dispensary, the guy from the dispensary I go to. Jesus, I can't even keep my own bit up. A monkey burst through the man's chest. You heard me? Fucking monkey. I love to show monkey murder on YouTube. Well, if not, here's a monkey tasing a man from the film. Anyway, the monkeys are now on the run in the Eden Sun. Quick villain update. In my notes here, I have that there was a small dialogue between Ellen and her daughter, which went as follows. Why do the animals have to fight? This is Ellen. Her daughter responds, because they're tired of being nice. The villain is now a little girl. She started the virus swimming with Kifo. If you don't understand that, you have not been paying attention to this video. So back to the main story. At this point, Ellen has realized how serious of a situation that we've been put ourselves into, and she rings the alarm like Beyonce in 06. An alarm that probably, most likely, should be an automatic loop that you have recorded and not just Ellen screaming over and over through the speaker system. This gets all the attention of all the other interns at the zoo, which is the intended purposes. All of the confusion in the zoo disrupts the peace of the surrounding animals, and as many of them at this point are loose. This leads to interns Amber and Kyle trapped in the tree, certainly not K-A-S-S-I-N-G, but awaiting for their certain deaths. Because where else do you hide from monkeys but in a nice, unclimbable tree? This nice Disney treetop adventure doesn't last very long for the cute couple, as a fucking zombie giraffe, yes, you heard zombie giraffe correctly, rips Kyle in half. Just in time, Rex and DJ MZ save Amber from suffering the same fate. Everyone at this point, including the writing staff, don't even know what they want to do with the undead endangered livestock. No-Go Zozo herself even contradicts her previous actions by saying we should not be shooting the sick animals. You know, the actions, like the fact that she brought to their attention that they should be shooting these animals in the head to kill them. But you know, no. Just contradict yourself. It's fine. You were okay with it 5 seconds ago with the giraffe, but now, No-Go Zozo? No, bro. No dough. No dough.
And the Grammy goes to...
You know, but good thing they have this knowledge, because Gabe is being attacked by the same zombie giraffe that they happened to scare away moments ago. Now, I know what comes later in this film, because I mean, I've seen it twice at this point. But I don't think leaving a corpse the size of a giraffe in the middle of a park is sanitary, especially when there's a virus going around. Gabe freaks out about the possibility of him turning on the crew, which, you know, good point, because I've actually been wondering this entire time, does a person getting just simply bit turn them? Or do we not get infected? Well, thankfully, Rex gives us a simple answer of, we will just have to kill you first, buddy. Solid line. Can't fault him for it. Let's move on. Looking at my notes, I have a good 3 more sections following this scene. I honestly can't find the fuck to even, you know, type to put it in the script, let alone the fact that we're already running long. So I'm just going to go rapid fire of some of these things that I have in my notes, not on the script, but in my notes, before we get to the finale of the film. Future Justin, do you want to chop these up to your liking? Chop them up to your liking. Some of them I'm just going to leave them up to you. Alright, so we get to my notes, and apparently that microscope is going to be something important. She's not my girlfriend. Okay, Chowder. That was Gage talking about Amber. Sweet. Elephants apparently not affected, so I'm glad I'm not watching this with Donovan. You already have an outbreak. Nothing is changing that. Everyone must stay inside. You cannot change anything. This is starting to sound way too familiar. I should order a fish sandwich. Apparently, deep in the basement of the facility, Ellen is hiding something that the people from the military cannot seem to kill. Problemsome. We'll never see it again. Amber tries to escape from the zoo after finding out that there are zombies. That's probably how we got corona. Right, they have an app that tracks the animals. Maybe someone should be using that sooner. Oh right, they took all their phones. I forgot that key point. Amber is attacked by a lion and not a boar like I thought she would. It wasn't good. It wasn't a boar. It was just boring. Put in a rim shot, Justin. A koala got into the goddamn watchtower. I thought it was going to kill a little girl. She killed it during tea time. It was a koala tea time kill. Their green screen is worse than... Never mind. An elephant stomps on Rex's leg, apparently, so that's... Rex is gone. Ellen apparently did not clean off her kid after her kid killed the koala. You know, I got a sneaking suspicion that I've seen this before, but I feel like it may have been from a different commentary video. Did Jontron, maybe? The little girl goes, "They want to get rid of us." Well, little girl, you're now the villain again in my eyes. We reach our anticlimax with all of our survivors making it to the watchtower. Ellen and her deranged daughter, who killed a koala. Gabe, over the course of my note reading, has become a badass and learned how to properly shoot a gun. And No Pro the Zogo. They collect gas canisters that were planted in our minds early in a dialogue between Ellen and Gage, and plan on destroying the zoo by destroying the bird sanctuary in order to not allow any of those fucking piece of shit critters to make it out into the world and affect the billions around us. Before they can even attempt to destroy Eden, Ellen has that everything is about me in a pandemic moment, and she begins to bawl her eyes out crying about how her grandfather will be disappointed in what she's about to do to the zoo. Which, joke's on her because he's already dead, and in a pandemic, the joke is he wouldn't have lasted long, because they tend to go first. After cleaning up the sad mess, the gang debates on who will potentially get to be the final girl before Gage and Nozo, the amazing promo, decide to sacrifice themselves, leaving Ellen and her daughter behind. Upon entering the sanctuary, the new zoo-related crime-fighting duo finds Ricky and the aviary lady eaten by birds. Because what else would they have been eaten by in an aviary? But you know, ironic, the lady did say, "I'm gonna feed you to them." And then she didn't shut up, he didn't shut up, and then she was fed to by a bald eagle. Really hope Justin doesn't put in a clip of American Eagle for the trifecta of... For those of you who don't know, I hate... Everything from this point on is upsetting, and then pleasing, to say the least. Ellen, fearing that Gage, insert fake Zoe Zeldana name here, very original Brandon, have taken a turn for the worse, decides to go ahead and blow up the sanctuary. Set that bitch ablaze, you know? The thing that she was crying about, she just can't wait to do it. Gage and No Zion rejoin Ellen and the kid as they watch the sanctuary begin to burn to the ground. And right then and there, it's all over. The film's all over. I don't even have to go any... I thought this video was going to be a little longer, but then nope. Because out of the sanctuary flies a fucking blazing zombie eagle. You heard me. A deceased ass mid-tier NFL team on fucking fire has came rising out like a phoenix from that fucking building. Gage, who at this point has transitioned into a badass without really earning the title, earns it by pinpoint shooting with a shotgun the bird straight from the sky. Donovan McNabb, career over, bud. So with that, now with Donovan McNabb falling to the ground in a burning blaze, we're finally done, right? This film's finally over. We're done here. We don't have more to get through. I've already fucking summed everything up in my goddamn note montage because I was sick of writing the goddamn script. So I had to throw in a montage. Everyone loves a montage. And I'm so pumped with THC that I'm ready to take a nap after what I just watched. But no! Remember how they escaped Kifo earlier during my notes? In case Justin didn't keep that one in? Or in case I didn't say that one? Because Kifo turned. Kifo became a zombie earlier. May you never do a film again. Well, even if you do remember, or if he did say it, motherfucking Kifo's back, bitches. Fucking blazing Kifo now. This is his final form. Rejoice. Kifo, more like a man in a gorilla costume, chases the gang to the front gates of Eden. Cornered, Dono Zodo and Gage sacrifice themselves to allow Ellen and the child to continue on with their lives. But Ellen doesn't get far before being pimp-slapped back into a better actress. Before Kifo can DIY his relationship with Thea. I have known her name this entire time. It's Thea. Shit. Before Kifo can DIY his relationship with Thea, Ellen somehow, I don't know how, kips up to her feet, found a gun, and does to Kiefer what Joe Exotic wants to do with Carol Baskins. Kill the bitch. A helicopter arrives to take our team away from a now burning Eden. Poor biblical place suddenly turns into hell in the end, right? I'm so glad this is over with, and there isn't more to this that could potentially happen. Like, there's nothing like anything else can come from it. Wait, what's this? What's this last thing that says in my notes? In all caps, the gorilla is alive. Ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, the gorilla is alive. He was the main villain all along. There's a sequel to this shit? Why didn't anyone stop them? Well, at least in the end, the black guy didn't die first. So, I mean, that's a win. Point goes to black. I'm never doing a movie one again. Hope you can put some like bloopers at the end of this if you can, or something. Upload bloopers or some shit, cause this is fucking upsetting. Ignoring the no, don't come in here. There's obviously death in here. Ignoring the no, don't come in. There's obviously death in here. Advances of Austin, the guy from the dispensary I go to, was. That one was so good. I'm mad I gotta do it again. At this point, I thought we've met all of our key characters, right? But cut that. I know you know to cut it, but I'm just. After noticing Johnny Hawaii, no, seriously, that's half correct. Run that again. Everyone at this point, including the writers, don't even understand how they stand about executing the undead, endangered longs. They have zombie weight. What the fuck is that? Why can't they kill it? Ellen, why are you... Cut that one. I read the wrong line now. Ellen, fearing that Gage and insert fake Zoe Saldana name here. Couldn't even think of another joke, could you, Brandon? Gage knows Zoe Zion. I know I'm just sitting here talking to you right now, and I could be, doing it. You're probably skipping ahead. Don't skip ahead. Fuck you.